Decoding the climate crisis, understanding the science behind global warming. Hey there, folks. Today, we're diving into a hot topic, pun intended, the science behind global warming and climate change. Buckle up because we're about to unravel some fascinating facts. What's global warming and climate change? So, let's clear the air on some terminology first. You might have heard people tossing around terms like global warming and climate change like they're interchangeable. But guess what? They're related, but not quite the same thing. Global warming, as defined by NASA, is the long-term heating of our planet. Since the early 20th century, we've been witnessing a steady rise in global temperatures. And hold on to your hats, folks, because since 1880, the average surface temperature has spiked by about 1 degree C. That's approximately 2 degree F. Now, this warming trend isn't just making our planet toastier, it's stirring up some serious changes in our climate. You know, those long-term weather patterns we're used to. That's where climate change comes into play. It's the umbrella term for all the wild shifts we're seeing, from powerful hurricanes to prolonged heat waves and melting ice caps. Are humans causing climate change? Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Are we, as humans, the culprits behind this climate chaos? Well, the evidence is as clear as day. First off, we know that greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide have a knack for trapping heat in our atmosphere. And guess what? We're pumping out tons of these gases by burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. It's like wrapping our planet in a cozy blanket of carbon pollution. And what happens when we blanket our planet in all this carbon goodness? Yep, you guessed it. Things start heating up. We're talking nearly 1 degree Celsius warmer since the late 19th century. And that might not sound like much, but it's causing some serious ripples. Just take a look at rising sea levels. They've crept up by almost 20 centimeters since 1901, gobbling up islands and inching closer to coastal cities like New York and Melbourne. And let's not forget about the wild weather. Hurricanes, floods, and droughts are hitting harder and more frequently than ever before. The denial machine. All right, buckle up, folks, because we're about to dive into the murky waters of the denial machine. You see, while scientists are ringing alarm bells about climate change, there are some big players, we're talking oil and coal companies, who aren't ready to throw in the towel just yet. Nope, they're raking in big bucks from dirty energy, and they're not about to let that gravy train come to a screeching halt. So what do? Well, they've been cooking up some sneaky campaigns to throw the public off the scent. Yep, they're spending big bucks to spread misinformation faster than you can say global warming. Sound familiar? That's because they're taking a page right out of the tobacco industry's playbook. Remember how they tried to downplay the risks of smoking? Yeah, it's like deja vu all over again. But here's the thing, folks. Scientists aren't buying it, and neither should we. It's time to shine a spotlight on these shady tactics and kick big polluters to the curb. After all, our future's on the line here, and we can't let a handful of corporations call the shots. Pricing pollution, the fair climate solution. So we know carbon pollution from fossil fuels is wreaking havoc on our planet. But here's the kicker. We're the ones footing the bill. From skyrocketing healthcare costs to more frequent natural disasters, it's costing us big time. Meanwhile, fossil fuel companies are laughing all the way to the bank. But fear not, my friends, because there's a solution on the horizon, and it's called pricing pollution. What does that mean, you ask? Well, it's all about slapping a fair price tag on greenhouse gas emissions. That way, the companies responsible have to pony up for the damage they're causing. But here's the beauty of it. Pricing pollution isn't just about making companies pay, it's also about nudging them in the right direction. You see, when companies are faced with the cold, hard truth of their carbon footprint, they start thinking twice about their energy choices. And spoiler alert, cleaner alternatives like wind and solar start looking pretty darn attractive. So, less pollution, less climate change, and hey, maybe a brighter future for us all. Sounds like a win-win to me. How you can stop global warming. Now let's roll up our sleeves and dive into some practical steps you can take to fight climate change. 1. Speak up. First things first, raise your voice. Want to know the single biggest way you can shake things up? It's by speaking out. Talk to your friends, your family, heck, even your elected officials. Let them know that you care about the planet and that it's high time they start taking action. Whether it's through social media or a good old-fashioned chat, make sure your concerns are heard loud and clear. 2. Power your home with renewable energy. Next up, let's talk about where you get your power from. Choose a utility company that's all about that renewable energy life. You know, wind, solar, the good stuff. And hey, if you can't find one, don't sweat it. Many utilities now offer alternative ways to support renewable sources. So keep an eye out on your electric bill for those green options. 3. Invest in energy-efficient appliances. Let's talk about appliances now. Did you know that switching to energy-efficient models can slash your carbon footprint? Yep, it's true. So when it's time to upgrade your fridge or washer, keep an eye out for that Energy Star label. Not only will you be saving money in the long run, but you'll also be doing your part to save the planet. 4. Reduce water waste. Alright, let's turn our attention to water, one of our most precious resources. By cutting back on water waste, you're not only saving H2O, but also slashing carbon pollution. So, take shorter showers, fix those leaky faucets, and opt for WaterSense labeled fixtures. Your planet will thank you. 5. Actually eat the food you buy and compost what you can't. Did you know that a whopping 40% of food in the US ends up in the landfill? Crazy, right? So next time you're at the grocery store, think twice before tossing that extra loaf of bread in your cart. And hey, when in doubt, compost those leftovers instead of trashing them. It's a win for your wallet and a win for the planet. 6. Pull the pluggies. Alright folks, it's time to unplug and unwind. Did you know that all those idle devices in your home are sucking up energy even when they're not in use? Yep, it's true. So next time you're done charging your phone or using your laptop, unplug them. Your wallet and the planet will thank you. 7. Drive a fuel-efficient vehicle. Let's hit the road, shall we? By opting for a fuel-efficient ride, like a hybrid or electric vehicle, you'll not only save money on gas, but also cut down on carbon emissions. So, when it's time to upgrade your wheels, consider going green. 8. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Last but not least, let's talk trash. By reducing, reusing, and recycling, you're not only cutting down on waste, but also slashing carbon emissions. So next time you're tempted to toss something in the trash, think twice. Your planet will thank you for it. Thanks for tuning in to learn about the science behind global warming and climate change. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on environmental awareness. Together, we can make a difference. See you in the next video.